Hi guys, I'm Jesse at Strobepro.com, and today I'm showing you our latest version of the auto air stand. This is a 10-foot and it has replaced the previous sizes in our auto air series. So we used to have a 7, a 9, and a 13. Now we just have the 10-foot, which people have been requesting. So you're going to notice that this comes with a handy carrying bag here. We've got the main strap and then we've got a shoulder strap on the other side. Just makes it easy to transport this around. You've just got one main zipper that runs down the whole piece of the bag here. So we'll open that up and take a look at the new stand. So right away, a couple of different things you're going to notice about this stand compared to the previous version. You're going to see our Zed Locks, which I'll explain in a minute. We've got the red indicator on the center column here. And if you were to just feel this stand, it's actually quite a bit heavier than the previous version. People asked for a more robust stand. They were putting it through their paces, so they wanted something really heavy duty. A lot of people use the previous stand in real estate, in houses and that kind of thing. And one of the issues was that the base of the stand was just metal. Now we've added a rubber piece on here. So when you put this directly down on the floor, you don't have to worry about it potentially scratching a floor. So that's just another added feature right there. So to set up the auto air stand, there's one thing that you have to do when you take it out of the bag, and that is adjust the center column so that it engages the auto air function of this stand. So that's done by this knob right here. So all we're doing, we're going to loosen off this knob, and I'm holding the stand in place here. So that's loose. You're going to see that the center column pops up. So that red piece went to the top. So that's its normal position. Up to the top. Once it's up at the top, lock it in. So now what you're going to see, when I set this on the floor, the legs are going to splay out like that. And this is where it gets its auto air stand from. So super easy and convenient. Lift up, put down, easy as that. When you want to pack this back up, all we do is that same knob, we just loosen that knob off. This comes back down, lock the center column, and you'll see now when I try to set it up, nothing's going to happen. So I want to just explain what the Zed Lock is here. This is a new feature that we've added to a few of our higher end stands. So you'll notice this is a 10-foot stand that we have. It's just our regular air stand, which is a fantastic stand. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if we come in here with the close-up camera, what you're going to see is that when we tighten a regular stand down, basically this clasp is wrapping around the stand, and then we have a pinch point that grips the stand and secures it. So it takes a few turns to lock that in. These pieces come in and it's locked. With the Zed Lock, internally there's a mechanism here, and what happens, this is perfectly all the way around. So it's very quick, just a half turn basically, and it locks in, grips the whole stand around, a little bit more secure for really heavy loads on there. So that's the difference in the Zed Lock and why you see that big mechanism on there. So this stand is an air cushion stand. All that means when we bring up the stand and we have a load on it, I let that go, the dampener automatically just brings it down. So if there's a heavy load, someone loosens that off, it's not going to come crashing down. I'm pushing force on there. So most stands, like from other manufacturers, if they're not air, they just slam right down. So the dampener can really save your investment. It can prevent pinch fingers as well. Really nice to have there. The other thing that all of our stands now have is a flat spigot. And if you see this here, one of these sides, so flat there and flat there, we've got a 1/4 inch and our 5/8, which is reversible. Now the really nice thing about the spigot, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but if you're booming this stand at all, or you have this mounted horizontally, the tendency of the strobe is to twist on it. So when we put this flat part against the screw, when we lock it in there, it cannot turn because it's flattened against that screw. So really handy, and again, we can mount that vertically, or we can also mount it horizontally, and you've got the flat piece on both sides. So guys, why would you want an auto air stand compared to a regular stand? Let me just kind of explain it real quick. A lot of people, if they're shooting real estate, you know, they're putting stands in behind couches, they're moving lights around all the time. So when you pick this up, the legs stay stationary like that. So when I'm trying to drop that behind a couch or something, I'm hitting furniture, I'm hitting walls, it's kind of a pain. Another thing is if you're at a wedding reception, a lot of times, you know, you'll have a strobe light up top or speed lights up there, and you know, you're kind of trying to walk through the crowd and you're banging into people and stuff, and it's just a little bit of a hassle. With the auto air stand, it's super easy, right? I can walk through a crowd of people like this really easy. My light's up there. I don't have to take everything down. As soon as I find an open spot that works, I just drop it down. Same thing with like behind couches and furniture. All I have to do, you know, reach over the couch, drop it, and it just drops into position for me. So that's one of the big reasons there. So the 10-foot auto air stand is really one of my favorite stands. I use it all the time. The guys at the shop here love it. Just its convenience. The new version is really heavy duty. We've got the new box frame on there. We've got the Zed Lock, the new rubber on the bottom, so you're not going to scratch up any expensive flooring or that. It's just really a great convenient stand. So guys, check this out at strobepro.com, and until next time, I'm Jesse.